Okay, we're gonna start. ¿Qué pasó? Hey, the camera does not. Okay, now the camera is back. Welcome everyone. Today is January 9th, 2025.
So guys, how you
20,
doing?
26 actually, right? I think we're in 26.
Already freaking up.
Everyone knows that this is my channel, so yeah, obviously I'm Alfredo. And, I've been doing podcasting for a while now. It's funny enough, there's a bunch of shows that I've already created, but yesterday we did our first live with Jamil here, so I wanted to just take a second to introduce my brother Jamil to the show because, yeah, he's gonna be doing lives for the rest of the month with me,
Hell yeah.
and he's helping me with content creation in general. And we're here in the Sacred Valley in Lubamba, which is the topic we're going to talk about today. So I just want to take a second to introduce my brother and see if he has anything you want to share about what you've been up to the last couple of months traveling, or just any of your background.
Yeah. So I'm Jamil. I'm Alfredo's servant here. Pretty much just doing whatever he needs, cooking for him, cleaning up after him. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So pretty much started traveling down south from California. Went through all Mexico, Guatemala, and obviously holidays came around, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna meet up with the fam. And just over time, we're like just been feeding back on it, back to each other, just exchange energy, ideas, and stuff like that. But it just came down to like, why are we like working with other people? Like, let's unite, do this together, let's see what we can do, and just ideas are forming and they're coming to fruition. And I'm really excited. We're like really laying our roots down here and putting Peru on the map. And just something that I think just needs to be done in our lifetime. On some real shit, But dude, I was just looking at what Urubamba means, and it's Uru means spider, and Bamba means valley. So Spider Valley.
Yeah. So no wonder there's so many spiders around.
Literally
it makes
saw
sense.
the fattest spider this morning, dude. And it was, oh god, I hate spiders. Anyways, yeah. I also run a consulting agency called The Ready Consult. Pretty much, we just help companies grow through SEO, websites, and video editing services. And that's pretty much what I do. And shout out to my boy Sean. Hope you're watching, bro. Sean Reddy. Really just outstanding guy. He reached out to me and we just started working together, and that's been amazing. It's been a blessing, and just keep moving forward with that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's funny. I've been doing podcasting for a while now because I had a show before, the Climate Frontline podcast in English as well, which was mostly for the U.S. audience. But I remember one time when I asked you to design the logo for the Climate Frontline podcast, soon thereafter you were like, oh, I wish you could just have this show be on YouTube. Like, I wish I could just watch it on YouTube, like on video. And here we are doing it now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that, like, world goes full circle, and we're here in the Sacred Valley doing that. So that's going to be the topic of today, is the Sacred Valley, what it is, what it isn't, all the little towns that make up it, and everything that you need to know about it, because it really is becoming a hub, I think, not only for the world to come and experience the Quechua culture, the history with the Incas and everything else, but also, I think, of many people who really want to, how should we say, do something different in this world that is more aligned with the values of Pachamama, Mother Earth, that are regenerative and things of that nature. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to share a little bit more of what I know about the Sacred Valley with you all in English as well, so that you know what's up in the Sacred Valley. But before that, I just wanted to introduce my brother, because he was also born here in Cusco. And yeah, coming back to Cusco to be here and live here, it's an opportunity to not only reconnect with our roots and be with our cousins, right, and be with our aunts and uncles and whatnot, but also to like learn day to day, like not only the practices here, but also the language, right? Like we just learned, for example, Urubamba means the valley of the
Worms and spiders.
of the spiders, but also, for example, another place nearby called Yanawara means like the place of the black rocks. So all these words have a unique meaning in Quechua. And what's fascinating, maybe we could start with just language in general, because that is a big focus that I have in everywhere I go. Is that like Quechua was not a written language to begin with. It's a language that has become written.
Yeah.
So it's so fascinating to me, the opportunities that come with storytelling through YouTube, through many things, to bring on different people that can share a little bit of those stories that are not written, right? And I'm already, even though this is only day 2 of live streaming, we're already lining up some people that are going to come and speak in this show. Some of them in Spanish, some of them in English, maybe some of them in Quechua too. So I'm excited for that. So anything else you want to share about yourself,
Woke up this morning, went on a run, saw a trucha farm. That was really cool. Trucha is trout.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, that's literally right around the corner from here. I don't know, just day-to-day things that you don't see typically, which just really encapsulates what the Sacred Valley is. It has its own little hidden secrets, hidden gems.
Yeah.
You really just gotta go out and find. But yeah,
and
this place is dope.
Yeah, and I think a great analogy to this would be that like many people come for the chapter, right? The chapter of Machu Picchu, the Instagram chapter of Machu Picchu. But what I would say the Sacred Valley is like it's a whole book, because you get to experience Machu Picchu as this, if you want to call it a climax chapter, but like the Sacred Valley is a whole book, and that's what we want to kind of cover today, is like this whole book, because it's a book full of gems, full of history, that I think are the different puzzles that make what Machu Picchu is the wonder of the world, and without the Sacred Valley, I think you're missing part of the context, part of the story. So yeah.
And honestly, it's so cool seeing gringos like throughout the Sacred Valley. I'm just like, oh heck, yeah, let's go. Sacred Valley's dope.
Yeah. So yeah. So where we begin, right? I would say that we begin right outside of Cusco, because if you are on the north side of Cusco and you start hiking or driving up, you will hit a little town called Pisac. And you've been to Pisac as well.
Yep.
Do you know anything about Pisac?
I really don't know anything about Pisac. What you've told me is that it's a lot of expats there.
Yeah.
And obviously there's some ancient ruins that are really cool. Looks like some giant stairs. As far as I'm concerned, that's as much as I know.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because some people will say ruins and others will say archaeological sites. I've heard more people say archaeological sites. But yeah, I think a couple things that come to mind with Pisac, obviously that a lot of expats are living there. I've heard there's a lot of water issues in Pisac, just regarding potability of water and access to water for people. But also, if you walk around the streets of Pisac, or what it is now, today, it kind of gives me like some like vibes of like Tulum, like from Mexico. Yeah, because there's some stores that will accept cryptocurrency. There's people who are doing like ayahuasca retreats, meditation retreats, freaking Wachuma retreats. What's the other one where they put you in like within a hot space? Temescal.
Yeah, Temescal.
So there's a lot of people that go there for that spiritual aspect of things, and I don't know if you recall this part here, but asides the ancient archaeological sites that you see when you go like hiking up past the main square to the top, like there's a lot of terraces up there and probably a lot of agriculture that happened there. But I think it's a great place for people, and obviously a lot of expats are going over there. Um, yeah,
There's like these just giant like cliffs. Like I just saying, I look, I they look like stairs,
they do look like cities, yeah.
but really I think what they're used for is for farming, right? Like they have each level for different like potatoes and whatnot. But like I don't understand why it's so separated. Obviously, it's because it's on a mountain, but like
Yeah,
there's other reasons why, right?
yeah, yeah. My understanding of it is that like the reason why it looks like large stairs is because when it gets cold, the crops die, right? But if you keep the rocks there, then during the day it absorbs all the energy, all the sun energy.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time the night comes around, that energy is then released by the rocks. So it
Mm-hmm.
keeps the soil warm. So then the plants don't die, and
Oh
the frost
wow.
doesn't kill them. Yeah. So that's why it's so important to have that different layer of structures because the rocks are on the sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it looks like stairs. And
Mm-hmm.
so during the day it captures the heat, and then at night it releases the heat, and that's a constant, I think, feature that you're gonna see throughout the Sacred Valley, as well as even parts of Cusco, the city itself, and certainly Machu Picchu. If you go to other places, like I've done a video on Choquequirao and how to get there today. Like we've gone to Choquequirao. There's all all these places that have large terraces. Vilcabamba, I did a video on that one too. Like they have these structures, and I think it's really important to tell that part of the story. You know. Yeah. So that's Pisac. We should probably go check it out and go spend like a week over there. I think it'd be interesting to
Yeah.
do a couple of hikes and things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
There's also, yeah, I think that's as much as we'll go into Pisac. But if you go, so once you're in Pisac, there will be a road, the main road that travels across this whole Sacred Valley. And once you follow that road east, the next town that you'll go into is Calca.
Mm.
Calca, which is some would say is where the valley meets the wild Andes. It's also a really nice place. It's really calm, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
You remember being there the other week?
Very briefly. Yeah. I've yet to really go in and explore, but I mean, driving through. Yeah.
Yeah. What's interesting about specifically Calca is that if you go up north from there, there's some like medicinal water, like hot springs
Mm.
that are really good for people that have diabetes. They're really dark waters, but once you go in there, it really helps you with dealing with diabetes and people with high blood pressure. From there, you can also there's some archaeological sites there, but a lot of people I think end up in Calca just because it's a nice place for living. So there's a lot of expats that live there
Did
as
you
well.
see property out there?
Yeah, we went to check out a property out there. It was interesting.
With those guys?
Yeah, yeah,
all
with
the
those
friends?
people from last
That
week.
was Calca?
That was Calca, yeah,
The first one.
the first one, yeah.
Oh.
There's actually also I think a little museum in there,
Yeah.
in the main road,
Mm.
that has like little things from Calca. I have yet to live in Calca, but what I do like about it is that it's a very tranquil place. Like in comparison to Urubamba, which is where we're at now, Urubamba has, I think, a lot more high buildings, whereas Calca is kind of just flat and everyone's just kind of chilling. And yeah, I was reading that Calca, the population in Calca is about 22,000 people, and for Urubamba as well. So both Urubamba and Calca are more or less the same size in terms of population. I'm sure that's changing day by day, but that's the second town that I think is worth highlighting. You know, Calca,
Mm.
and I would say that throughout, because the Sacred Valley is still, I would say, underdeveloped for the most part. Like there's this, when you travel around the valley, you'll notice that there's a lot of casa de campos, casa de camp, campos de casa, casa de campos,
Yeah.
which are like little cob houses that have like, I don't know, just the farm feel to it. They may have little chickens outside. For example, outside we have some chickens here where we throw away our compost, and
Seems like everyone in the Sacred Valley is just big chilling. Like they're out their own house, their own things, food, chickens.
yeah,
It's really such a vibe that like I don't know. You don't really notice it because it's all around you, but you really just take your time and like look and you're like, oh, everyone just doing their own thing.
yeah, it's just a really relaxed vibe in the Sacred Valley overall, and it doesn't matter really if you're in Pisac, Calca, or even La Mai, which is another place that comes down that route as you go more east. It's a smaller town than Calca. One of our cousins, one of our uncles used to live out there, and they have big houses out there that are really nice, really small town, really quiet. I would say, for the most part. I I would say that if you pass by it, unless you see the big sign, you're probably gonna pass by it and you're thinking like, this is just another road, you know.
Who lives in there?
Tio Pepe and Juana used to live out there during the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the one place that has all the Kui restaurants.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Lots of kuis over there.
So there's like a main road, and then just like every restaurant has like a mascot of like Kui, like guinea pig, just doing some like they're just dressed up, and I'm just like, it's just so funny, dude. You just have to see it.
Yeah,
I love how yeah, it's like a meme to me. Just the Kui.
yeah,
And you just smell the air, it just smells like Kui, and you're like, damn. It's a freaking Kui Holocaust over there, bro.
yeah. There are these
Oh,
places called
God.
picanterias that
Mhm.
we've gone to often that will sell like the more traditional dishes of the Cusco area, and some of them will be like, of course, there'll be like choclo con queso, which is like plan A of most people. You have choclo con queso every day. In fact,
Yeah.
we need to go get some choclo con queso today. But
I just say like, yeah, we do eat guinea pigs.
yeah, we
It's
do
called
eat guinea pigs. Cuy.
It's not for everybody. Like,
Yeah,
I like the taste. It tastes good. Like when it's nice and
kind of tastes like bacon.
yeah, kind of like bacon. A little pig in there, a little guinea pig.
Yeah.
But not a lot of meat on those rats. Not a lot of meat.
The,
on
the
them.
feet taste good. I like the feet because that's where most of the muscles are at.
Usually they stuff them with like some kind of stuffing, right? Like whether it's like onions or like some kind of like meat to supplement. But it's really like the skin that's like really nice and crispy, and that does it for me.
Yeah.
And typically that plate's served with what? Rocoto, choclo, ¿qué más? Huacatay.
Yeah, they serve it many different ways. There's the chactado, there's the frito. Yeah, it just depends on how you want to eat it.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's kind of like a staple around here,
Yeah.
and it's a great what's it called? Alternative to meats like big meats like cows, because the guinea pigs you can just grow them in like little
You can
freaking
grow them.
not greenhouses, but like little
Yeah.
houses and stuff. Like you can grow a bunch, whereas cows need a lot more space. They need a lot more like I don't know, a bunch of other
and
things.
they reproduce like nothing, so you don't have to worry about them. If anything, you have to like separate them so they don't start reproducing like crazy. Like we went to Tio Hermundo.
Yeah, in Curawasi.
Gurawasi. And yeah, he had to literally separate them into quadrants because if they're all together, it's game over. You have too much kui, and then you're like stuck with too much kui. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so after La Mai, there's actually Yucay as well. So there's smaller little towns that we can definitely cover, but the big ones are soon thereafter. That is Urubamba, which is where we're at right now. We're outside of Urubamba. How would you describe Urubamba?
How would I describe it? Definitely more like coming out of Cusco, right?
Yeah.
It's like a 45-minute drive out of Cusco.
More like an hour,
Hour or
hour
so.
and a
Yeah,
half sometimes, depending on traffic.
depends how fast you go. Once you start seeing those mountains, dude,
Yeah,
changes the vibe. Definitely change. I mean, you see mountains in Cusco, but not like you don't see the snowy tops.
no,
And then you go in, and then you see like it's like you almost peek over, and there's like this little small town. It's I wouldn't say small, it's like medium sized, but I don't know. It just
it
shows
has
you,
gyms.
it has gyms.
Yeah,
It has gyms, and it just I don't know. It chills you out, and you're like, wow, so much simpler.
yeah.
You know.
It has a main market, which
Mm-hmm.
is pretty big. You can find pretty much everything on it. Um, it also has a like there's this corner that everyone knows, which is the Grifo corner, which is like the
Mm.
main corner where uh,
Gas station.
Mariscal Castilla goes up north. And if you follow that road all the way up, you're gonna go to the Apu that's there, which is the Apu Chicon,
Yeah.
which is the one that like most people are able to see when you get to Urubamba. Is like, and I've gone up across it to the to one of the lakes up there, but it's a really beautiful apple. I think
Oh yeah.
still has snow on it. Over the years, it's lost a lot of snow due to climate change. Um, but if anyone's ever in the area, that's probably the place you're first gonna go hiking to because it's just
Yeah.
so beautiful. As soon as you get to the valley, that's like the one thing that you see that you're like, whoa, like it kind of takes your breath away.
Yeah. And then the tuk-tuks. I love the tuk-tuks here.
Oh yeah, the tuk-tuks, uh, which we call them toritos here because tuk-tuks is for the people in Guatemala that they call
Yeah.
tuk-tuks. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because Jamil was spending time in Guatemala and I've been in Guatemala too. And
Hey, shouts out to all my homies in Lake Aguilan. I miss y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
are really fun. Shout out Isla Verde and shout out Iguana Perdida in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of toritos around here that will take you everywhere and they're pretty cheap. Um, yeah,
Burritos?
toritos. Yeah.
Mm.
There's also a lot of coffee shops here for digital nomads that
Mm.
will have like good internet to be able to work.
Oh, what's the one we had in Panas?
Oh man,
Yeah.
antojitos,
Antojitos?
yeah,
The background, like the backside of that,
yeah,
there's like a little courtyard. Just full, it's such a vibe.
yeah,
It's a vibe. I just love chilling there and just waiting for the rain to go away.
yeah.
Mercado's cool too. Go down to the first floor, bunch of fruit, so much fruit.
And they have menus at the mercado that are I don't know, 10, 12 soles, 7 soles, depending on
Yeah.
what you're eating. But it's basically like a soup, a main entree, and sometimes a dessert or like a juice that goes with it.
Mm.
And it's just like super, super good. And you just
Economical.
eat, yeah, you just eat next to people that you don't know, but like you're sharing the same meal. And I don't know.
That's just how we get down, you know. Mercados are like that, you know. You just pull up,
Yeah.
you see, pay, eat, that's it.
Eat,
Don't
eat.
get mad.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy that aspect of living in Urubamba as well. Menus are throughout Peru. I mean, throughout
Mm.
Latin America. So
Yeah.
it's just another gift that is given to us here that's really good.
Yeah, something I really miss is the food here. It literally changes the ecosystem in me. I
Yeah.
feel like back to my old self. Like, yeah, it feels great. Like sometimes not the healthiest options because they eat a lot of carbs.
Yeah, lots of
corn,
potatoes.
potato, rice.
There's
but,
lots of potatoes.
you know, if you got your little, you discipline yourself. You eat what you need to eat, and it's good. It's
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah, I love anticuchos, dude. Anticuchos is just meat,
Right.
it's sauteed, so good,
Yeah.
delicious.
I think another aspect that it's relevant to the Sacred Valley is that, like, for example, near the main road that goes east to west, there's a hotel called Tambo del Inca, which is like a high-end hotel that, like,
Mm.
I think you pay like $500 a night or something like that.
Yeah.
And one of our cousins sells potato chips there, so that it's all clean and regulated and whatnot. And I just share that to say that, like, the traveler's experience, there's plenty of backpackers that will go by, and there's plenty of backpacking hostels that will host you or let
Yeah.
you camp.
Mm.
But then on the other extreme, I think there's also like high-end travelers who want all the nice things when traveling, right? Like fine dining and maids that will do your bed every day and change things and freaking a heated pool and freaking buffets every night and internet that won't stop when there's rain and freaking what else?
I love seeing bougie travelers, dude. I
Yeah.
just look at them and I just feel like two different humans.
Right, two different people. Freaking toilets that will take teepee, like there's that end of traveling too, and I think that's what's so beautiful about traveling is that like there's not one way to do it. Like you can fluctuate between freaking just living freaking 20 soles a day all the way to like living $1,000 a night, which is two different extremes, and there's plenty of that here in the Sacred Valley.
Yeah, and I just traveling like wherever you go, the people that you want to find, you guys are attracted to the same energy. You'll find the same people,
Yeah.
And do what you wish with that information. I mean, just going up here, there's a whole camping ground I didn't know about.
Right.
Yeah, like you literally just pull up and camp, and it's specifically for camping. And also when I went to go see the trucha farm, they have not only just like the pools where they have the different groups and ages and whatnot, but right there is like a whole barbecue place, so that you pick out your trucha, cook it, you do your thing with your family. It's
almost like self-serve.
And they have like all these little parrilladas just right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like,
we should go one day with the chukis.
Yeah. Trucha trout. It's very much similar to salmon, and it's really nutritious. Really
you can make ceviche out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ceviche.
Yeah, oh yeah, ceviche, Peru. We got that on lock. That's us. Sorry, Mexicans. Sorry, not sorry, but we got the best ceviche.
Yeah.
No. Mexican ceviche is good. It's good.
Yeah. And I guess another thing to point out about Urubamba is that more than likely, depending on your tour agency and whatnot, if you're not taking the train directly to Machu Picchu, you're likely going to be passing by Urubamba with a car or a tourist van trying to catch the train in Ollantaytambo, which is the last town in the Sacred Valley, heading east. So after Urubamba, there's actually smaller communities too. Like I was saying, like within the main road, you could stumble upon a town and you don't even know sometimes that it's there. But there are smaller communities. One of them that I've been spending a lot of time in is called Yanaguara, which is in between Urubamba and Ollantaytambo. And it's this neat little town too. It has like a lot of artisanal things. It has a small mariposa place, like where they're keeping butterflies. Sanctuary for mariposas. It has a lot of great views of the valley. You can see the river. You can also go on a lot of hikes towards the mountains. And yeah, in the future, I think that will be one of my homes in Yanaguara. So I just wanted to highlight Yanaguara and give a quick shout out to my...
Is Quillabamba?
Quillabamba is in the other side of the Abra. So this is not part of the Sacred Valley.
Okay. But still, shout out Quillabamba.
Shout out Quillabamba.
That
we should probably...
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be cool to do a video or something with Quillabamba. If you want to find out more about Quillabamba, it's this like tropical place where they also grow a lot of coffee. We're making a video on coffee.
It's like semi-tropical. It's not too tropical. It's just enough where you're like, oh, okay, I could feel it, the humidity.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's nice.
It's nice. People are like not like when you think of Cusco, you're like, but when you think of Quillabamba, you're like on shorts.
Yeah, dude. It just I don't know, the Amazon jungle vibes. Anywhere in the world that you start going around the jungle vibes, like the vibe changes in people. People are just more fruit around. Like I think just having more fruit around just changes you, man. Like
the temperature just affects you greatly. Yeah. One thing I was gonna say about I just forgot about.
Yeah, we went to another 360 restaurant. It was like a view at the
in Quillabamba,
and had like what do you call it, infinity pool. That was dope.
Like an infinity pool,
Yeah, that was really cool. Oh, dude, the curbs going to there. Watch out. Don't eat. Do not eat.
Yeah, man.
Just take your time, but yeah, like really cool curbs. Curvy.
Yeah, so after Yanawara, usually you'll be able to see, actually, just important to highlight that the Cerveceria del Valle has a stop there. So if you're into microbrews and artisanal beer,
Yeah.
that's a really good spot to have to stop by because they have really good beers.
All my PNW boys with the beards and their freaking trucker hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Cerveceria del Valle.
Cerveceria del Valle.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It's a good place to stop. And around there, the train tracks cross over to Ollantaytambo. So if you take the train to Machu Picchu from Cusco, that's where the train tracks will cross the river to the north side, and it will stop in Ollantaytambo, which is our last stop in this tour that we're giving you about the Sacred Valley.
I think we should have like clips of the places we actually been to.
That's what I was trying to find, man. But we're improving the live stream every day.
Just
so
imagine the descriptions.
Yeah.
Dope places.
And soon I'll just hook the videos that we make, and you can just click on the video, and we'll give you a tour of Ollantaytambo.
It's a military fortress?
It is a military fortress. Yeah, it's a gateway to Machu Picchu. It's if you go to visit Ollantaytambo, you will notice that the actual archaeological site is at like the top of a hill. And what I understand from it is that was strategic because then the Incas could see what was moving through the valley. Everything was going into Machu Picchu and out of Machu Picchu. So when you have all the farming that's taking place in the valley and what's coming in and out, then you can like regulate what's going on. And basically it was fortress also because if you look at from what I understand, if you look at the structure of Machu Picchu, it was a place for like the high class. The stone carvings were like a lot more sharp. So all that food was being brought into Machu Picchu. Whereas if you go to places like Choquequirao, maybe the carvings are not as finite. They're larger still, but it was a military fortress. What's peculiar also about Ollantaytambo, I don't know if you knew this, but it seems to be like it's a lot harder to build a house there. It seems to be like there's a lot more restrictions about what you can build there. It's like almost like a town that has a personality that's just saying like, we don't want to change. Because like basically like there's this little square that you can drive through, like the main square, and maybe some arteries that go left and right to get out of the town. But aside that, it's pretty much like a little town that you can only walk in. And what's cool about it is that in the walking paths, there's like water streaming down. So you can always hear like water streaming through your walk. And yeah, it's definitely a magical place that you're not going to see in Urubamba. You may see it in Pisac a little bit, but not to the extent that it's in Ollantaytambo.
So Santa Maria, Santa Teresa, that's towards the end, closer to Machu Picchu. Is that still part of Sacred Valley?
No. Santa Teresa is already closer towards, past Machu Picchu, actually. So that's Ollantaytambo, which is kind of, again, the place where a lot of people go to catch the train or get off the train when they come back from Machu Picchu. From then on, like the only way to get to Machu Picchu is either train or you need to cross over the Abra through the other side and use like a car to get to Machu Picchu. And all those things, like we mentioned in the beginning of this video, is like, what's it called? Machu Picchu is one chapter of the book, and the Sacred Valley is like the rest of the book because it kind of completes the story of where Machu Picchu was. And there's definitely another story on the other side. Maybe we can do a video on that on some other time. But there's like Vilcabamba. There's other places like you went to visit Curahuasi and Apurímac. Those also play different roles, although that was a different It wasn't the Incas that lived there, you know.
Yeah.
But I just thought it would be great to kind of highlight the different places. Now we did miss a couple more things. Across Yanaguara, there's also the Morai salt terraces, which is across the river. So if you ever see pictures of other things to do in Cusco, asides like Machu Picchu and the Vinicunca color mountains and whatnot, you'll see pictures of these salt flats, not salt flats, but like salt terraces, and they're like these like leveled, like layered, like white hills, and that's located right across within the Sacred Valley. So that's Maras.
Mm.
Um, there's also Morai, which was like another experimental area. I think
Have you been to Morai?
I don't. I'm not sure that you
Okay,
have,
no.
but it's basically like these holes that again are terraces, and they were like places where they would experiment growing cycles of food, of agriculture. So
It's so crazy how they built that stuff, dude.
yeah,
It's giant when you see. I mean, just going to Choqquequirao, there was like a mini one, and it's just like one level. So it looks like I don't know, it just like starts caving in like levels, like giant stairs. But then you really like you're there and you actually look at it, and you're like, that's a lot of dirt you got to move. And then you're like, okay, when did they do this? And then that's when you start going like, wow, they got some bulldozers back then because they definitely, you know,
yeah,
a lot of dirt you got to move.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's even a debated topic because some people think it is aliens and other people have figured out ways in which humans could do that. We really don't know.
And not to discredit the Incas, like I'm sure they definitely had some technology, but some of the stuff you look at,
yeah,
I'm just like, dang. Like
Yeah.
choking it out, the big, like what, 18-ton stones, like what?
Yeah.
Math isn't math.
And then math is
Well, another interesting topic was just like, so within the Sacred Valley, it leads to Machu Picchu.
yeah,
And you talk about the last town, Tambo,
mm-hmm.
and the military fortress that it is.
Right.
There's a lot of military strategies placed within that route because they were trying to escape Españoles, right?
Yeah.
One thing I heard is like they've laid a lot of serpents on their way back, like the chasquis, the ones that are messengers for the royalty.
Yeah.
They have their own separate trails in the hidden hills over there.
Yeah.
They would pass messages, they would pass fish, they would pass produce, just anything important that needs to go to the royalty.
Yep.
And I don't know, you just kind of see how it's naturally formed a strategic area for them to live in. It's like just how it all played out just was almost perfect for them. And that's why, you know, one part why they became one of the strongest empires in South America.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, imagining doing that on horse as an Espanol, like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Imagine how, like, just so much brush and green and just you had to get through just to be there. Like, now everything's nice and paved. Trees are cut. Super, like, still somewhat difficult for us, you know, even going to, where did we go to, Cocamayo?
Yeah.
And we have to go through these, like,
The hot springs. Yeah.
And there's one part where, like, the road is still unfinished because, for whatever reason, there's a lot of white goals, there's a lot of just parts taken down during the rain, and it's still difficult to get there today, you know? And I can't imagine what it was like back then, dude. Just a trip to get there. So,
yeah. Yeah, man.
Protected by Pachamama.
Yeah, and there's honestly so many stories. Like, what I'm sharing with you all right now is, like, the summary of all the things that I've learned from, like, for example, a lot of things I learned from my cousin Jonal, my shaman Cesar, like, stories that I just passed down to me from my aunt, from my uncles.
Yeah.
Our dad managed a hotel in Machu Picchu, the one at the very top. He has a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
So I think when I hear you say all this, like, the reflection that I have is just like how little I'm giving you right now about the information that we hear day to day here. Because like even yesterday we were playing with some two women here that are staying nearby, And they were telling us stories too
Yeah.
that were like, oh, like I didn't know that, you know, but it makes sense.
Right.
And it's just all this verbal knowledge that people carry around here
Right.
about what happened, what is happening,
Mhm.
uh, and today we're just kind of giving you a blueprint of what the Sacred Valley is. You know, some of the towns, and
Just a quick rundown, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much more to see, to learn, to unlearn, and yeah, I think I'm excited to go do more hikes. I've done a couple around here, but I know for sure there's more treks to do. There's probably more food to taste and
Yeah.
more places to check out. That. Oh yeah, that's the thing I was gonna mention, dude.
What?
Like how unuseful sometimes Google can be, because like Google will say like, oh yeah, like just go that way and you'll see this thing, and like how
Yeah.
many times have we done that and like it doesn't work?
Nah. Yeah.
So that just goes to say that like technology doesn't.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah,
so,
it really,
Yeah.
it really is. I think, I guess the way I would say it is just that like you got to experience it yourself. You know, you got to go get
Yep.
lost. You got to go try.
Just traveling in general, like I see so many tourists just like on Google Maps looking at their phone, and they're like stuck in the middle of the street, like getting in the way of people and stuff like that.
Especially in
I'm like,
Cusco,
literally
yeah.
just look up,
And ask.
let your brain memorize the place you're at, look, try to figure it out, just be more curious, and
Mhm.
don't be afraid to get lost. Like at the end of the day, like we live in such a modern world, you'll most likely figure your way out, like, or back to wherever you're coming from. So
Yeah.
don't be afraid to get lost. It's such a cool experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it amazes me how easy it is for like it's pretty common for people here to just ask like, oh, where is
Yeah.
this, or like,
Yeah,
is this there, or is there such thing? You know, like those interactions I feel like are like happen all the time.
yeah. Or you just saying good morning to everybody. Buenos días, buenas, buenas tardes. Just that little interaction that you have with people. You just feel more part of the community. You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, one cool thing that we also played last night, we played Sapo.
Sapo, bro.
Sapo.
Sapo's so much fun if you're
Oh my gosh.
drunk or not drunk.
In general, it's just fun.
It's fun.
How would you describe it?
It's pretty much like this little table has little holes, and one is a frog in the middle. Obviously,
A gold frog.
you try to grab these like gold coins and you try to throw it, try to make in the holes. Each hole has a different point system. Obviously, you make the frog. You win.
Point
Pretty much,
system.
you pretty much win the game. You make the frog.
Yeah,
it's
I think it's like
3,000
5,000
or something like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
hella points.
and you know,
But the
but
frog's
it
mouth
just-
is like, you know, the size of the coin, so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's difficult to
And-
make it in.
You just throw it. You know, talk shit, have fun, put on some music, put on some winos, and you know.
Put on some vinyls.
It's used. We started talent marking all our points and stuff like that, and just something that like it's fun to have.
It's a
And
good
like the
icebreaker.
aesthetics are cool. Like the coins. Always
Yeah.
as a kid, I remember just looking at the coins. I'm like, whoa, like this is some like real Inca shit right here. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think it's a fun game.
Yeah,
They should have everywhere in Peru.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we played pool. Had a good time. Yeah, this place is cool. Yeah, the one of the ladies the older lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Oh, you guys should make a video about the place that you're living in. Like, shout out,
Yeah.
everyone and stuff." I'm like, "Bet, just throw me a couple beers."
A couple beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Well, I think that brings it to the end of today's show. I did want to mention, I did get 10 votes on Instagram for making an episode on coca.
Mhm.
I did get 8 for coffee. We are making a coffee video, but do let us know in the comments or send us a message saying what your favorite part of this episode was, so that we can dive deeper into it. Because honestly,
like and subscribe.
yeah, honestly, it takes some time to not only like do some online research, but then also go talk to people and ask them like, hey, what is this about? Is this true? Is this not? Because like sometimes the internet is limited on, again, like verbal knowledge is not going to show up on some transcript online. So do let us know
Yeah.
what your favorite parts of it were, or if anything stood out to you, maybe you learned something new. Otherwise,
Or if you don't like it, DM me and we could break it down. I'll,
Yeah.
take on the haters.
Take on the haters.
Just ended on a bad note. But
Yeah.
no, yeah. Any what's a song that you've been listening to lately? That's been stuck on repeat.
I really like this jazzy music that I've been playing.
Oh, you've been listening to a lot of jazz, huh?
Dude, jazz. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jazz just cut on to me.
You've been in a jazzy mood lately.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was doing a lot of bachata, and then now.
You're just done with bachata.
Yeah, and now I'm just done with bachata, and I'm just like, dude, jazz is cool.
Dude, that freaking, I don't know if you guys know this song. It's called Chanel by Tyler. Like, put
Yeah,
Chanel.
you've been listening
I don't
to
know
that
why,
all day,
dude.
bro.
I know, I'm just like,
I'm there
I'm in my
editing
light
videos.
skin vibes right now, bro.
I'm there editing videos, and these guys just like.
Put your shit out. Hey, put your shit out. Hey. But
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Okay, see you next time. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
We're televising at noon right now. Well, it's 1:20 in Peru time right now. But maybe next week we'll be doing it at like 6 or 8 U.S. time, which would be like 10 at night on us. Around that time, I think. 10, even maybe 11.
Nice 3 hours.
Shit.
Right?
That may be a little bit late. But if y'all are going to tune in at that time, then we'll do it. You know? Let us know. Peace.
Bye. Permission now.